You and Stetson do have beef, don't y'all? And I guess Carson now.
A little bit of beef, yeah, you would say. Friendly beef, nothing personal, but a little personal actually. But yeah, he obviously.
You don't get to showcase your talents because of them.
I usually get to a good seat to watch for a fair bit of the game, but now Carson happily took on that role. He says it was one of the first things he said to me once. His name starter was that I don't want to see you. So that was awfully nice of him, and he actually followed through on that. So.
And that coach up in Athens got them boys playing pretty good ball. Anyway, I love you, son. Go Dogs.
All right, first podcast. Obviously, we look forward to a good season ahead. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions coming up about the podcast you'd like me to answer, you'd like Tate and I to hit. So jump on and give it a crack, and we'll hopefully get to it in a few shows coming up.
Cheers.
Cheers. You've been working on that?
Cheers. All right, we're back. Finally, it's been a little bit of a break after the departure of Zelo. Going to be missed, but brought on my new co-host, Brett Thorson. Brett, if you want to introduce yourself.
Thanks for having me. Yep, obviously happy to be on board. Brett Thorson, the punter here at Georgia. So originally, a little bit about me. Originally from Australia and moved over here to come to Georgia. Been here 2 years now. Going into junior year, is that? Yeah.
But you're like 24 years old.
A little bit older, yeah. I don't think we need to talk numbers, but yeah, a little bit older. But we had Stetson, so he keeps me in the clear for a few more years.
You and Stetson do have beef, don't y'all? And I guess Carson now.
A little bit of beef, yeah, you would say. Friendly beef, nothing personal, but a little personal actually. But yeah, he obviously.
You don't get to showcase your talents because of them.
I usually get to a good seat to watch for a fair bit of the game, but now Carson happily took on that role. He says it was one of the first things he said to me once. His name starter was that I don't want to see you. So that was awfully nice of him, and he actually followed through on that. So
yeah, he did. He did a really good job this year. But so did you.
Yeah.
Not a single punt return this year.
That was the stat. It turned into a bit of a thing. Like punt return attempt was the stat. A bunch of people have had negative return yards, which we talked about, but not having a punt return attempt was the stat that we couldn't really find was done. So after a fair few games, like let's say 10 games, it started to kind of get talked about, and it turned into a bit of a thing that we kind of wanted to finish the year on. So it was good, and everyone was aware.
Here's a little ego question for you.
Hush.
Is that record more on your Gunners or on you?
I'm going to say the Gunners. Coach Smart tells me it's the Gunners every day. So
Chad takes credit for that too, son.
A lot of people take credit. Everyone on the punt team takes credit. So thankfully, I give most credit to the Gunners. Obviously, Dom and Arian in particular. They
get down there pretty fast, don't they?
They're moving. We watched. They get doubled as well. Obviously, once everyone found out we didn't really have a punt return, it turned into something that people wanted to try and do. So they were getting doubled. They were getting like piggies and stuff, and they were moving. They shedded it real quick. So I give them a lot of credit. Obviously Chad, he's in charge of the checks. He's in charge of the calls. So
you in the right spot.
He helps a lot. I'll give him a bit of credit as well. And everyone else, like every blocker, obviously helps out a lot. We got the guards, the tackles as well.
So a little bit back to you. I don't know if a lot of the fans know, but like. You came here from Australia. I'm sure a lot of people know that by now because you've built your social media presence with a couple tweets here and there. But how was it growing up in Australia trying to play football? When did you decide you wanted to play football? That would be your sport.
Yeah, well, no. Growing up in Australia, I never played football. So I'd never played a down of football until the Oregon game. The Oregon game was the first football game I'd ever seen, I'd ever been to, and I'd ever taken part in. So before, I'd never been to America. I'd never set foot on a football field. I'd never taken a snap in practice. I'd never actually taken a long rep snap either. We only had like a jugs machine to replicate a snap. So yeah, everything was a first. So I decided, I think it was 2020, we were kind of locked up in COVID, and it was a bit of a throwaway conversation with Dad. He kind of said, hey, have you ever thought about this program that was in the news recently? It was Pro Kick Australia. And I thought he was joking, and we called a few days later. He was like, oh, did you look into it? I was like, oh, yes, to that school. So if you say no, it's looked upon pretty poorly, but some guys have, like, if they don't offer the degree that some people are after. But yeah, so Georgia was the only school I talked to, only school I ever had interest from. And once they finally said, like, it's pretty informal, they were like, hey, the spot's yours. I was like, yeah, all right.
All right.
And I was like, yeah, I'll see you in January. So
That's crazy to me. So obviously a lot different than recruiting here.
very
You've
different.
got people going on thousands of visits,
Yeah.
decommitting, committing. So you've got one school and you're basically locked into them.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
We don't, especially if you commit to a school, then you're just off the market. Pro Kick sends your film out to coaches or takes calls from coaches about who they have. So once you're committed, you're just off the market. You're not an option anymore. You go into that school, and
Really?
unless anything crazy happen, you're showing up at that school when they want you to.
That's pretty cool. That's
It's-
different. to me. What would you
it's
say
different.
coming over here was the biggest culture shock?
Biggest culture shock. Oh,
How fat everybody is.
not quite.
How
Not
divided
quite.
everybody is.
Yeah, very patriotic crowd. I
You
would
got the
say.
complete opposite.
Oh, we're just pretty relaxed. Like, we're not too fussed about anything going on. I come over here and everyone's just so prideful about America. So doing 4th of July it's good fun, but people are pretty serious about America. They
And then you got the other hand that hate it. So
I mean, you can't win them all, can you?
no, but
But
that's what it is.
no, I think the sports culture as well. Like, being at Georgia football, going to the games and realizing how serious everyone takes it. It's pretty crazy.
It's like a religion in the South.
It is. That's the way I defined it to people back home. And mum and dad come here, and I would try and describe it to them over like 8 months of phone calls. And then I was like, I can't actually tell you what it's like. They get here, and then they're like, okay, we can't then explain it to people back home. So it is. It's like a religion. Georgia football is pretty crazy.
I think sometimes people care a little too much about it.
I think, yeah, like coming,
Like, calm down a little bit.
they
When you're
do.
barking at 5-year-olds, I think it's hilarious, and I'll probably do it one day. But
Yeah. I will enjoy being a Georgia football fan one day, definitely.
I'm looking forward to going tailgating one day
Yes.
because we don't get to do it. Go
Exactly.
tailgating, like actually getting to go to the game, like see what
Yeah.
that's like instead of just playing it at being in a hotel Friday night.
Exactly. We're pretty locked up. But I think I watched my first game this year. It was Tennessee, Alabama, at Alabama. And it was crazy. Like, it was the first time I'd ever seen everything going on outside of the stadium. Obviously, we're on a bus. You march straight into the stadium and you warm up and you're in game mode. So to be able to like step back and appreciate what was going on and see all the people, it was crazy. Like,
Yeah, that's
wow.
yeah. College football in the South's different. The stadiums are huge. They pack people.
Yeah.
Like the difference between an NFL stadium and a college stadium.
Yeah.
A college stadium's purpose is to get as many people in there as possible. And a college stadium or NFL stadium is more of luxury, kind of like people, it being like an experience for people, not like a sit there and yell the whole game kind of thing, but people still do it.
That was funny. Mum and dad got sent up to Tennessee. Obviously, they were here this year and they got to go up to Tennessee.
That game was,
That's pretty sick. Like,
yeah. After they scored that first touchdown on the first play, that place exploded.
now the game's over, I'm pretty appreciative for the first touchdown because it probably showed like the loudest I will ever hear a stadium.
Oh, it
And,
broke a record.
yeah, it was crazy.
We're like, okay, look at the ball.
Yeah, I was like, offense. Nah,
We were sitting over there, we just got done running out of the tunnel. We're sitting there and we're like,
yeah.
oh, here we go. But
Yeah.
that was a different experience up there. It was loud. Of course, I got hurt that game, which wasn't fun. Just got heckled a little bit by some fans.
Not ideal back home.
My sister goes there,
Yeah.
and she had a pin of me, of like my face on her jeans.
Oh no,
Somebody walked up to her and ripped it off.
ripped it right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was something.
Do you have you would have had a lot of family? Did you have a lot of family at the game or friends?
I have a lot of Tennessee fans that are family. But
What's the drive from Rome, Georgia to?
so here's the cool thing about Rome.
Okay.
2 hours from Athens, 2 hours from Knoxville, 2 hours from Tuscaloosa, 2 hours from Auburn, 2 hours from Wilson, right in the middle. So everywhere I was interested in was 2 hours away. It was an easy drive. And then, of course,
Yeah.
I made some longer drives just to schools that I couldn't get out to as much. Like
Yeah.
we drove down to Florida. But that was the good thing about it. Everywhere I was
Yeah.
really interested in was right there. So
Why'd you pick Georgia in the end? Like, I'm pretty new to the whole recruiting in American. Like, why Georgia when you have so many options so close to home?
So for me at the time, a lot of it had to do with Coach Pittman, who's now at Arkansas. Love
Yeah.
Coach Pittman. Great guy, family guy. But when he left, I kind of just had to make a decision. It was, I could see myself living in Athens without football. Like Athens a great town, like a lot of stuff to do, a lot of fun to be had. It's a great school to get a degree from. So I really just had to look at that, and I knew Coach Smart was going to do special things here, and I knew what the future this program had. Didn't know, but if you'd have told me I was going to win back-to-back national championships, I'd have told you you're lying in high school. You didn't think about that. It was just like that was like unheard of, and ending up being able to do that kind of just puts the testament to his recruiting pitch to me was, we're going to get things going here. We're gonna win. We're gonna win a lot, and for that to really be put into fruition is kind of big for me. And I think it just shows that I made the right decision by coming here.
Yeah. Still got a year left. Obviously, you've announced you're coming back. What got brought into that? And
really just what I want. It was I want to win another national championship. Yeah. I do. Losing this year hurt, and it was kind of a feeling that like I've got to redeem we've got to redeem ourselves. Kind of. I've been hurt. Yeah. I still have a bad feeling in my stomach about it. And I remember telling all those freshmen, I went up to CJ Allen, and I was like, CJ, just remember this, like you remember this because you're not going to feel this again. And I knew with some other people leading, there was opportunities for me to step up and kind of be a leader on this team. And an end goal for me is to be a team captain at the end of the year, be voted a team captain, and I want that. That's something I want. Yeah. And then just the guys in the room played a big factor. I'm really close to everybody in our offensive line room. We've built a great relationship over this past year. So coming back to be able to play with them meant a lot to me. And then at the end of the day, it was just I knew I could progress myself higher into the draft, and I wanted to do that. But all those things factored into it and made it really easy for me to make that decision. Yeah. So those were big things for me. Really, just that connection in the locker room. You talk to people at the next level, and they say it's nowhere near it, and that they miss it. They miss the hell out of it. So I think that's a big thing for me is just coming back, keep building those relationships. Because I told, you remember what I said before the Florida State game? Said's going to be my wedding one day. Like, it's one of my best friends. Like, we've built a special bond that I think you can't get other places. And I feel like I have that with guys here still. Like, there's guys here that are going to be at my wedding. So, well, that's just a really good feeling to me is coming back to those guys and be able to help those guys grow and be just better. Yeah, that makes sense. So it was a tough decision, but it wasn't a tough decision. I had in my gut the whole time that I was probably ended up coming back. Yeah. So it wasn't like a complete fart break to me to have to decide to come back. Yeah. When you're looking at that, like if I would have had it set in my mind that I was going to the draft this whole year, then it probably would have hurt a little bit more. But I kept an open mind. It was just kind of like how the year went and stuff like that. So
that's good. Now you got Xavier Truss coming back. You got Carson coming back. Yep. A few more boys. Obviously, Ernest will be back. Jared stepping up to center. What can you look forward to in all the boys? Did that help your decision, knowing that you're getting a few of your boys coming back?
Or? Oh, yeah, for sure. Me and Carson talked about it and a lot because, me and Carson, we've lived together multiple years. I always tell Sed, I mess with Sed now. Tell Sed I'm really excited I get to play next to an athlete this next year. Talking about Jared because he's a freak athlete to be weighing, 310? Yeah. He's a freak athlete, running and wise and stuff. Yeah, me and Carson obviously really good friends. Really excited to have ETN in my backfield. I'm excited about that one. Trevor?
Yeah.
Florida, I'm really excited to have him in our backfield. Have you talked to him at all?
Not yet. I've seen him moving around. Obviously, we're only about 1 week back, so I'm still meeting all the new guys.
Great personality. I remember he put on my boots in the locker room, started running around making cuts. He's hilarious. He got a great personality. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited about a lot of the new guys, even these new freshmen that are back here doing stuff. A lot of them have shown potential pretty early, but should be a really fun year. And I haven't regretted my decision yet.
Yeah. Well, 1 weekend.
So, kind of back to what we talked about, your beef with the quarterbacks. You've had a couple of tweets blow up a little bit, which have been pretty funny. I've laughed at almost every single one of them. What's the inspiration behind it? Like, where does that come from? Just you or your true hate for our quarterbacks?
A bit of both, I guess. But no, me, obviously, I have a little bit of time to think on the sidelines, think when I'm away from football. I guess I see it's a bit of a double-edged sword kind of thing. You don't want to punt because you want the team to go well, but then you also want to get a few reps out there. So
I was a punter in high school. I understand.
Obviously, you can share.
We need to have a punt-off one day. Actually, after foot surgery, I don't think I kick a ball. But
Yeah.
Listen, me and Brett, we discussed that before the show started. For some content, we're going to go out to a field. We're going to have you guys punt.
my Liz Frank foot would not enjoy that.
You called the quits already.
I was about to say, would your ego be able to handle it too? You sure Brett would?
I mean, I would hope he would beat me. He is a punter at the University of Georgia.
I have seen the footage of you punting, actually.
I had a little boot back in the day in knee braces.
It looks exactly like I would imagine. Punting in knee braces and 6'6".
6'7", 6'6", somewhere around there.
Yeah, 300 plus pound lineman. It looks as advertised, so it was good to watch. Obviously, there's a few things we can fix, which hopefully we can get to, providing it's allowed, but we'll see. We'll see at a later date. I'll allow for that.
Yeah, I know your pain with that though. In high school, I used to hope he'd get stopped every now and then, so I'd go back there and kick a ball.
A punt's good fun in the right environment, providing I don't drop it, and or providing we don't have a punt return. Then we're
Well, you're not really used to that, are you?
grabs.
That's
Not last year, thankfully, but it helps you. But you personally, you can contribute to the quarterback beef. So I think it's a shared beef. The quarterbacks just get the most attention, but the whole offense, obviously the O-line can contribute to it. But you guys like to keep me off the field, so
Oh yeah,
I
don't like seeing you on the field.
Yeah, well, we probably need to work out a deal if I keep doing this podcast that we can.
Would I have to give up like a sack or something to get you on the field?
I would think that would be appropriate.
Then I'd be here for 6 years doing this podcast with you again.
At least it's a positive then.
What about your little edit of Brock?
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite one of them all. Or just your good old just that Carson's coming back.
Plain and simple. Sometimes when you keep it simple, it works out. But yeah, Brock, that one I had thought of for a while. I was actually going to do it after the Vandy game. But I thought it was a little bit...
That would have been hilarious.
A little bit of a touchy subject that we didn't necessarily want to dive into. So I saved it, and then once he declared, I thought, perfect opportunity. So those photos were edited and made. I will thank my sister for the edit. She's in charge of editing the little Photoshop faces onto, and I tell her the worse the better. So if it doesn't look like it was done well, it's better because then it looks like I did it. But yeah, they'd been held onto for a few months, and I finally got to post them. But yeah, we'll wait and see on the tight end actual playing.
I think Coach Hartley show you out there. I think you could maybe up Brock.
He did reshare it. He hashtag tight end tough. So I think I'm officially a member of tight end tough right now until further notice. So we'll see how first our spring bowl goes.
So,
but
you're not punting a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Orange Bowl, one play.
Yeah.
How was that? You had a good time.
It was good. Yeah, I got to enjoy Miami. Obviously,
You're Australian.
See the sights and do some tourist things.
What kind of tourist things are we talking about?
Just go check out some local restaurants, some local establishments. They looked after us very well, so that was good to go see the sights, meet some people, hear about some nice tourist spots. So it was definitely enjoyable to get down there. And then come the game, Coach Smart kept it as controlled as possible with his curfews. We couldn't have any late night tourist attractions, but we kept them to
the
daytime.
Midnight tourist attractions.
On the first night, he kept shortening it each day. So obviously, once he realized,
I'm surprised Specialist had a curfew.
I was surprised.
It's not like y'all have to produce a practice the next day or anything.
We got to do the luncheon on the Friday, and it was the travel squad were meeting at the time, so the non-travel squad got to go do the luncheon. But Coach Smart sent me because he knew I wasn't meeting. So
how awkward was that? So for you to walk into a luncheon, and it'd be our walk-ons and Florida State's actual football team. Not their starters and everything. We're out there doing walkthroughs and stuff.
Yeah, no, it was the starters. It was everyone. It was this. Even Jordan Travis was there, an injured guy. So I thought they were doing the same, and I was messaging. I'm pretty matey with Alex Mastromato, their punter. So I was messaging him on the way there, and I said, "Hey, we're going. What's the going?" He's like, "Yeah, our whole team just finished up our practice walkthrough. They do a Fast Friday type thing, and we're on our way to the luncheon." I was like, wait, everyone's going. And then once they start walking in, I was like, okay, they brought the whole show. So
our walk-ons got told they were going to the zoo. Y'all got told y'all were going to the zoo.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was at the zoo.
They said y'all walked into this building, and all of a sudden there's just cheerleaders. The band starts playing. Like everybody was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, it's pretty serious. They had like the whole crew there, and they were like, wait. And then they were waiting until like the band played, and like, let's go. And they were like rolling it out like an actual show. They full waved us out, and we got stitched up. I was actually there, and Smile and I, the two speaking, were up the front. And the guy behind the door said, hey, go out there, go all the way to the end of the line, and then wait, and we'll send you to his table. So we go out and we start charging out. The band's playing, everything's like that. I get halfway there and another guy grabs us and he's like, go to your table. So then we'd already walked halfway down and all our tables were back the opposite direction. So we've turned around and started walking into all the guys that thought they were walking this way. So it caused a bit of chaos for the Bulldogs at the luncheon. But yeah, it was good. It helped. Alex also spoke. So there were 2 Australians at the luncheon, which he went first.
How many teams in the SEC have Australian punters, or from that program that you came from?
In the SEC, I think it's a little different now. A couple guys have declared or transferred, but last year it was 12 of 14. South Carolina and LSU don't have one yet.
So if you're a punter in America, you're pretty screwed.
Not quite.
We have these Aussies coming over that really know how to kick a football.
If you're good enough, the spot's yours. Obviously, they'll compete.
Did you play rugby growing up?
Australian football. I've showed you a few videos here and there, haven't I?
I think so. Maybe.
I'll teach you.
For some reason,
it's like
rugby.
It's like rugby. Some people call it rugby, meaning footy. But it's like soccer with your hands. With no pads. We're in short shorts and singlets. So
and it's to the ground.
Yeah. So yeah, full tackles. No tripping.
So
no pushing.
Are we soft for wearing pads?
I would say that, but you guys also get a break between each one, and you guys kind of go 100%. It's who can hit the hardest. As for AFL, it's a bit more conditioning, a bit more based on can you tackle them effectively,
like how often do you like legitimately get hit in Australian football?
In AFL, it depends if you're good or not. If you're good, you'll have the ball a lot and you will get hit a lot. If you're no good, you're probably sitting in the forward pocket, not doing much. But if you're good, you're around it and not only getting hit, but laying hits as well. So you get to share a good mix. So.
Sounds like a fun time. But
it's good.
I will say for me, there aren't many plays that I'm not making contact with another human being.
Well, that's the thing. Every rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe y'all are
trenches or something you call it.
The trenches? Yeah, that's what some would call it. Is there any food that we have over here that y'all don't have over there, that y'all don't eat, or like it's not like a very popular?
There's a bunch. I'll name the main ones. Biscuits, definitely.
Really?
As a breakfast item, we're big on toast. We have really good bread, so the bread here kind of stinks.
I'm a fan of toast.
Yeah.
And our bread does taste. Yeah, like everybody from up north loves bagels, talks about bagels like they're phenomenal. And down here, bagels just aren't that good. I went up north and I tried a bagel.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like amazing.
Good. The bagels I jumped on, I'd never had a bagel, but down at Sandy Bottom Bagels in St. Simons, I jumped on a bagel and it reminded me the most of Australian bread.
Really?
So yeah, it was class. So I've been a big fan of bagels since. Go to a few. Ideal Bagel in Athens obviously gets a little bit of business here and there, but no, bagels are good, but your bread stinks. So biscuits for breakfast, definitely fried chicken for breakfast. Obviously, like you kind of go those two hand in hand. They're disgusting. Mac and cheese is a huge like side here, not so big in Australia. Grits haven't come around to them yet. I tried them once.
You got to have them. So you go butter, sugar, and you get toast, and you rip it. You put bread in the toaster, rip it up, and put it in there. Phenomenal. It's the only way I'll eat grits.
Wait, you butter it in grits and then put
butter,
it in the toaster?
Butter in the grits, mix it up, put sugar, like real sugar, in the grits, mix it up, and then you get the toast and you rip it up and throw it in there, and it is phenomenal.
So it's not actually grits. It's
grits.
It's a hybrid mix of grits with sugar.
Yeah, but it's grits. Grits is the main thing going on there.
Well, no, that's definitely the biggest American food I haven't come around to yet, and
understandable.
Come around to
any way else I can't eat it, but I understand.
Yeah, that's probably the main ones. I'll say now there's definitely more. I know I upset a few people. I'm not a big Chick-fil-A fan.
Neither am I. I hate it. So me and Brett are both on the hate Chick-fil-A trade.
Brett, you hate Chick-fil-A?
Yeah,
I hate it.
It's not
awful.
Sorry.
We got Harry back here. He's
I would ask him to come on, but I don't think he'd be very good. He doesn't say very much. Come say hey. Come say hey. Come say hey.
It's a wave. That? Oh, no. All right. Where's he? He just...
I told
He
him
just
wouldn't
faked
be-
you guys out.
I told him he wouldn't be very good.
Yeah.
Where's he going? He's hustling. He's got somewhere to be. Oh, he's bringing a chair.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
He's got a big old. He's got a big head. He probably can't see.
He does have a big head.
Now he sees it. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome on board. It working? Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome on. Man of few words. Man that gets people excited. Really good at getting the people excited. Probably my favorite mascot ever. Speaking of RIPQ and Texas for saying what they said. Excuse my French. That's not cool. But yes, and PETA. Screw PETA too. But great mascot, winningest mascot in college football? Or no, probably not in college football. Live mascot in college football history, definitely. A legend. Mike not working?
Yeah. Who are your buddies?
Yeah,
Who do you like?
Do you like Smokey?
No.
No? Let's see. What are some other?
Shark. There's that shark.
Oh, Ole Miss. Their land.
Did you like him this week? This year?
What about the Longhorns? Speaking of, I agree. I agree. Let's see. What about Big Al? No, not a fan. But as a friend, not as a competitor.
Yeah.
Like, would you hang out and go have a beer with Big Al? You know?
What about the Gamecocks? Did we... No, I'm struggling over there.
Nah, just let it fall.
It's broken anyway.
He's not using it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What about the Wildcat up there in Kentucky? Pretty cool. I'd sit down and have a beer with him.
What about the Doors, the anchor? Is it very talkative or not?
Not an anchor guy.
Yeah.
See. What about Mississippi State's Bulldog?
Oh,
That's your man.
Yeah.
That's your man right there. We like what's his name? Mississippi State's Bulldog?
What?
Mississippi State's Bulldog. What's his name?
We need Ryland back to tell us that one.
Your brother went there. You don't know his name.
How do you know?
Hold on, Patrick's looking it up for us.
Georgia Tech. Are they the B, the Hornets?
No, we don't like them. No. Not a fan.
Oh, he's kind of like Ugga. It's Bully 21. Bully is his name. Bully 21 XXI with Roman numerals.
Would have it.
Bully the 21st is your boy. So it's nice. I love that.
Pretty touchy subject. Don't like Mississippi State.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Touchdown. That was the...
Oh, yeah, Brett. Yeah, Brett. Yeah, you did a touchdown against them.
Very close. Punt return we had, like for a yard we had. Obviously, it went to the house, unfortunately. So, I don't really want to talk about those guys.
Yeah.
Not out.
Man, a few words.
Have you nice? Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on. Yeah, just lay that over there. Well,
Yeah, don't
get
worry
it
about
fixed.
that. Yeah. Great guest.
Great guest. New favorite guest. A man of few words. Did you see his ass sweat?
No, I wasn't looking at his eyes.
It was very noticeable.
I wasn't looking at...
Wait till he walks back over there.
I'm not going to look at the mascot's ass. Oh, no.
Oh.
Now he's a producer.
Now he's our producer. The mic's working? Are we good on the mics?
That's great. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
For sure.
All right. Now, Tate, we've got a lot of mid-year enrollees over here, a bunch of newcomers to the Georgia side. What are you seeing? Who do you like so far?
I've been really impressed by Ryan Puglisi. He can throw it. He's a great guy. Big fan of him. ETN, he's a transfer. I really like him. Great personality. Like we mentioned earlier, he's got a great personality. He's a fun guy to be around. He's always got a smile on his face. Let's see. Who else is over there? Let's see. The offensive linemen, massive, large individuals.
And they're in your room. What can you tell me about the new
They're
fellas?
large, and they need to learn their playbook. But they are large, very large individuals. And just wait, there's more of them coming.
There's more?
More. And one of them's probably bigger than all of them.
Now, you're a large human
Look.
being yourself, so
Look.
I'm not looking.
Look. The Bulldog's got some mean ass sweat.
I don't got it.
I guess it does get warm in there. I've dressed up as a tiger before.
What were you doing as a tiger?
Our high school was a tiger.
How'd you end up in the tiger?
It was, I don't know. I had to do like community service hours to graduate, and there was an event where they needed a tiger, and I was the tiger. So that was mine. What?
Right.
What were we talking about?
Talking about the OLine.
Yeah, they're very large individuals. They definitely need to tone themselves down, lose a little weight, hit the weight room, learn their playbook. But after that, I think we're going to be pretty well off in the trenches for the next few years.
Yeah. But you've got to, obviously, when the O-line's doing their work, you've got to come up against them in the kind of look reps. You're looking forward to going up against a few of them.
I'll get them to calm down. Tell them, here, listen here, get one of them other freshmen in there against them. But, yeah, they're definitely big, and they all have a lot of potential, and I'm kind of excited to see where they go, especially as me kind of being like the leader of the room now, and those kind of being like my young guys. Like, I'm kind of trying to help them out, take them under my wing, so see where it goes from there. But our fist pump feature of the week, this is started by Riley Godey himself. So, after Tiger hits a big putt, he hits the fist pump.
And the fist pump.
Yeah. You can get a little. Let me see it. We got a putter back at the studio that we'll have. It's got our props. But it's something good this week that's happened, or the past couple weeks. Just like, it's a larger time frame now since we haven't recorded, but it could be as simple as finding a good parking spot on campus. I know you won the lottery. It's anything in that range. I mean, you found a quarter on the ground. I don't know.
Yeah,
anything.
If I won the lottery, but
neither would I. You would never see me again.
Declare.
I wouldn't even declare. I'd just stop playing football.
That's it. So me first. I got to start off. Fist bump of the week. I'd say the past weekend being I was up in Nashville. We got to catch up with a few of the boys. Went up with the sister. Played a bit of a tour guide, but got to go to my first NHL game. First ice hockey game in general. So
ice hockey is extremely fun to watch. It doesn't look like it on TV, but they are flying in person.
Awesome. Probably the best live sport.
The Predators?
Yeah, the Predators. Yep. They, as they call them, the locals. But probably the best live sport I've ever watched.
It's a lot of fun.
It's awesome. I didn't see any.
Nashville's a great town.
Awesome town.
If Vandy was good at football, I might have considered. I'd probably have went there. That is an elite town.
Elite.
So does your sister go up there?
Yep, sister come up. So we went there. We stayed with a few of the Australian boys that are up there going to school at Vandy.
Very good academics.
Very good academics.
Very good academics. They actually showed up to my high school, asked for my transcripts, and left.
Oh, no, you didn't make it?
No, I was not getting into school at Vandy. No. Don't got that kind of brain power. But, yeah, great town. I really want to get up there this spring. Actually, maybe go do some things, go to a couple bars, see what happens, So my fist pump would probably, why am I so close to this? Would probably have to be just starting this back up, really. It's a lot of fun to do, even though our schedules are about to be off the wall, especially mine.
We could have moved to Friday.
Yeah, we might have to move to Friday recording. Maybe a little happy hour while we record, if that pushes it any.
That could help. I could be persuaded.
But, yeah, getting this started back, having you on here, just kind of like a whole new chapter of this podcast and just kind of see where it goes. And I think we'll have a lot of fun doing it, but that's probably mine. Oh, y'all have any fist pumps?
Yeah.
Addy, give us a fist pump. Stop acting angry.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I am excited that we're starting this again.
Are you really?
Yeah. One, because of the paycheck, but two, it gives me something to do besides work. So.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Good. Have you demanded a pay raise with the new incoming?
Yeah, you might need to renegotiate.
No, but you got me thinking ever since we started talking about it earlier. Bobby?
Let's see. I don't think I have any
So you only have a trench talk. You sound like
Listen,
me.
I got some tough things going on the next couple weeks. I do have a trench talk. I got 2 trench talks actually.
All right. Well, Carrie, like Bobby just mentioned, trench talk. It's the complete opposite. In honor of Zelo, this is kind of started when we brought Zelo on. 2 guys in the trenches. Something that's not always so great. Something not as good that's happened in your week. So kind of just like the complete opposite of what's happened. of what we just did. And I can start this off. So I have 2 classes at Ramsey, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 classes. Past 2 years, it's been that way. 9-10 and 11-10, or 10-20 are my 2 classes. And I have parked there for 3 straight years during those times and have never gotten a parking ticket. I have gotten 3 this week.
Why would you
No,
keep
2. And I am pissed because it's never happened. Like, I'm usually pulling in when the parking lady's leaving and pulling out when she's coming back. So whoever that parking service lady is, if you watch this, off. Screw off. So what would you say yours is?
My trench talk.
This?
No, this is good fun. This is it's been an experience. I'd say trench talk for the week is having to go back into the gym and get back running again. Obviously,
How'd that team run treat you today?
Unfortunately, that might be the specific trench talk. We got put with the DBs.
Oh,
today, the specs. So
y'all were really moving.
yeah, they must have seen us run last week. and
Yeah,
thought
just
we
looking
needed
at
an
exceptionally athletic last week. So like maybe we need to put these guys with some real athletes.
Yeah, we don't have GPSs, but we must have looked fast, so I guess that's all that matters. If we had GPSs, I'd say we'd still be with the same group, but no, we got upgraded to the DBs, and unfortunately, some of those boys are pretty fast.
Yeah, but I heard you're pretty quick on your feet.
Yeah, some would say.
There's a little bit of athletes, but what about the Snellings, the Washburns of the world? How are they faring over there with the DBs?
Unfortunately, the snappers aren't as athletically gifted as the
Somebody tell William about that.
Yeah, no, he does need to learn that for sure, but definitely not as gifted as the punters. Some would say the kickers are close, but unfortunately, Peyton Woodring, the new freshman, now sophomore kicker, lowers the average a little bit, and we lost Jared Zirkle, so there goes a vital member of the athletic kickers crew, so the punters kind of carry.
But Jones, what about Jones?
Dad athleticism.
Dad strength.
So congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Jones.
Young William Hampton. So, but yeah, dad athleticism, dad strength as well. He's lifting some numbers in the gym.
He's putting some numbers up now.
Crazy numbers. So
Bobby's over here chomping at the bit to tell us his trash talks. He think he's ready.
I think you'll enjoy mine. So I was in Charlotte.
I love trash talks. I love negative.
But for
You're not allowed to be negative. You're like the morale booster around here.
yeah.
So I was in Charlotte visiting my girlfriend last weekend, and my car window got smashed and broken into. And yeah, they didn't take anything. I drive a Dodge Charger with tinted windows, so the assumption is he has a gun. And they went through my car, tried to steal a gun. I don't have a gun or keep one in my car, so if there's any future thieves out there that want to steal a gun from my car, I don't own one, so don't bother. So yeah, I'm going through that process right now of like taking it into the shop, and like I'm driving my mom's car right now, so that's like, I mean, she's got a Ford Explorer, so like, you know, I'm not knocking a Ford Explorer, but like, you know, Dodge Charger to Ford Explorer is a little bit of a, you know, so. And then also I get my wisdom teeth out Friday, so
That's fun.
yeah,
Can we get a live feed of you on high?
my mom will probably take some videos, so yeah.
Oh, speaking of, did you hear what Addie wanted to order here? Chick-fil-A.
Nah.
Horrible.
Why? What's your order?
No, I've had it too much. It's not good.
What's your order?
Yeah, I like their fries. It's called Chick-fil-A. Chicken fillet.
Plenty of other things you can get.
Fries. I can get fries and a milkshake.
Yeah, which they have.
And I would much rather go somewhere else and get a milkshake.
Oh, I think they have one of the best milkshakes I've heard.
Their cookies and cream is pretty good.
Tell me you
But-
haven't had a better cookies and cream milkshake anywhere else.
I make my own. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Don't.
I lied. I don't.
But
Cookout. Mint cookies and cream.
haven't had
Over
Cookout
with.
yet.
All right, next episode. Next time we record, I'm bringing Cookout. Brett's never had it.
All right.
We're gonna go.
Really?
We're gonna go
Nah,
a the big burger, whatever it's called.
Big double burger.
Big double burger. We're gonna go chicken wrap with ranch, and their Cajun fries are good.
Oh, Cajun fries so
Their
good.
Cajun fries are really good.
I trust you.
We get some Cajun fries then.
Chicken quesadilla is good too.
Then I'm gonna send you a list of their milkshakes because there's about 50 of them. 50.
No, they got it.
Yeah.
They have a lot of milkshakes. I'm gonna let you pick what milkshake you want, and I'm gonna bring it to you, and we're gonna eat it.
Caramel cheesecake. Get the caramel cheesecake.
Mint Oreo.
Brett, do you like mint in your ice cream?
No, you would. That's like cleaning your teeth. Why would I have ice cream?
Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
No,
Finally.
no.
Somebody.
Why would you enjoy that?
Right way, it tastes good.
You can
Yes,
just clean your
thank
teeth
you.
and have a chocolate
Wait,
milkshake.
that's
And exactly what I said. I don't want to feel like I'm brushing my teeth when I'm eating ice cream.
Do you like candy corn too?
I like the pumpkins. I like the pumpkins.
See, your opinion doesn't count because you like candy corn. So do you like candy
crazy.
corn? You've never had.
What's that?
He doesn't even know what candy corn is. Keep it that way. It's horrible.
This is the best milkshake from.
Reese's is really good. M&M's really good. I mean, it's just. Oh, in the summer they bring out the limited ones. Okay, Bobby, explain the blind draft to my boy Bray.
All right, Brett. So we do this thing around here called Real Talk Blind Draft. Basically, I'm going to give you these 5 things, and you're going to rank them without knowing which one's coming next. Yep, your list is what it is, right? So you can't change it after. You have to rank it when I tell you.
I was on a roll with
You
my
and
list.
you and Zelo started to hit a stride there where I couldn't try and even fool you guys. You guys were just
I was on a roll.
Do you have them written down just
I
to
do.
make sure there's no stitch ups going on here? Or
Yeah, he's got.
I got them.
okay, good.
Cities you guys have played in. Number 1, Jacksonville.
1, 2.
Is this fit?
Two.
Is
You
this
like
for-
Jacksonville?
Is
I
it
like
for
Jacksonville.
the stadium or for the
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
stadium?
Just your, I guess, experience there. It's
Oh.
just like the city, the overall city you played in.
2. Experience there too. Had good experiences in Jacksonville.
5.
Miami.
Somebody just didn't get the punt.
1.
Miami,
Number 1.
1. Especially 2021. 2021 Miami is number 1 on the list.
Atlanta.
5. I hate Atlanta.
4.
Atlanta. No,
We can
I'm going to
go
go 4 because I have a feeling you're about to try to do something. I'm going 4.
I knew your opinion about Atlanta, so I had to put it on here.
4.
We can go there anyway.
I hate any turf field.
Yeah.
I love playing there, but
Say Knoxville.
as my experience,
We said Nashville for Vandy.
Nashville?
2.
2. Or 3. I've already got my 3.
Very, very good case for number 1, but
Don't like my list.
Number 5, LA.
yeah, 3. I'm happy with that.
5. Put it off the list. That
What
place.
do you not like about LA?
It's do I look like I fit in LA, Brett? Are you in the politics in America at all? Because it's very on the complete other side of what I believe. I'm not even gonna get in this, or Addie's gonna have fun. All right, that's my list. 5. Brett,
Yeah, no, that's 3.
it was a great first episode.
Thank
Ready
you.
to get this thing rolling.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.